from last year, maybe. Knock on wood. Okay. Well, actually, before I jump in, let's do like. You guys know what 4 to the third is equal to? 64. What's this as a logarithm statement? Log
3
base 4 of 64 equals 3. So it's the ACB order. And you can go backwards if you have like this, it would be A to the C equals B. Anyways, all right. So today we're talking about laws of logarithms. If you have log of A times B, that is equal to log of A plus log of B. Or a lot of times it goes this direction. Log of A plus log of B equals log of A times B. It's kind of basically because A and B are like exponents. So when you multiply x things together, they add the exponents. That's kind of why it works. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. So if that is true, what do you think this one's going to be? Log of A divided by B equals log of A minus log of B. You guys remember this? Maybe not. Log of A to the, should I put to the B? Let's put to the N equals, do I remember this one? Probably not. N times log of A. So if there's an exponent on the number in the log, it can go in front as a multiplier factor. Those are the 3 main rules. What else did they throw in there? No, it's kind of a dust statement. All right. Okay, so number 1, we're jumping in. It says in exercise 1 through 6, write each expression in terms of log m and log n. So basically, if it starts as 1 log, you're going to break it apart into 2. And if it starts as 2 separate logs, like on 7 through 22, you're going to combine it into 1. That's the goal here. So number 1,
log m squared plus log n squared.
kind of, yeah. So the square is on both of those. So yeah, Sam said it's log m squared, plus log n squared. But there's something else they want us to do.
Put the 2 in front.
Yeah, I kind of simplified just to log n. So the 2, the exponent, it can go in front. We could have put it in front at the beginning and then split it up into the 2, but maybe that's confusing. 2 log n plus 2 log. All right, time to panic.
You just put 1/3 for the log.
Kind of, yeah. So the cubed root, kind of like we did yesterday, if we get a radical, let's change it to a rational exponent. So the cubed root is what as an exponent? So 1/3 power, right? It's like 1/3. So this would be, both of those are in the cube root. What's that gonna change into?
1/3 log n minus 1/3 log n.
So we're doing two things. We're moving 1/3 to the front, and then we're doing that minus that one. Log of m minus log of n. 1/3 log m minus 1/3. Number 5, log m squared squared root of m. I think Ava would appreciate this. It's too late, she pulled it out. That wasn't me, that was you two. It was literally like a 2 seconds of her out of 30 minutes, and that was the thumbnail.
That was the thumb.
Then Will watched it.
It was like, what's that? A lot of people watched it.
I think it's your most
Lydia,
watched
you're a viral sensation.
It got like 200 views.
People are like, people fast forward to find what's going on. Okay, so for the m part, the 2 is going to go in front, right? So it'll be 2 log of m. Since that is multiplied to the square root part, we're going to add. Square root of n is like n to the what? 1/2.
So 1/2 log.
So it's 1/2 log.
I get this.
It's 1 out of 8. So maybe somebody besides Sam has to do this next one. Oh, we're in the next section. Okay, the next section is going the other direction. So they're separate logs, and we're supposed to combine them as much as we can, just like simplify them into one log. Okay, if we're adding, by the way, this only works if all the bases are the same. So, Trey and Leo, do you remember if there's no base written down here, what the base is? It's a 10. But basically, they all have the same base, so.
It's a 4, the last one.
Oh, whoops. Okay, if we're adding the same logs together, what can we do with their numbers here? What can we do with the 2, 3, and 4 if all these logs are added together?
Multiply.
They're timesing each other.
Yes, multiply. If you're adding the same logs, you multiply the numbers. I don't think they gave the numbers a term.
I said that, but I mumbled it because it wasn't confident.
Sure you did. 2 times 3 times 4 is 24. So it'll just be the same thing as the log. It's called a common log when it's a base of 10. Common log of 24.
My apologies.
Alright. Log base. Okay, so we're kind of going in reverse from like number 1. If those 1/2's in front, where can it move? Yeah, it can move up here. So it's like 9 to the 1/2. You could plug that part in your calculator, but what's 9 to the 1/2? 3. It's like the square root of 9. It's 9 to the first power, second root. So it's the square root of 9, which is 3. And we're adding again. So basically we need to multiply those two together. So it's basically 3 times 5.
15.
So it's log base 6 of 15.
Wow, Leo.
I said wow, I said 3 times 5.
You nailed it, Leo.
You're a genius,
I
bro.
mean, congratulations for that.
Yes, you do.
Dan would be so proud.
No, it wouldn't.
Okay, so what's gonna happen to this 2?
Square.
It's gonna go up as an exponent of 2 squared. So this is like, Trey and Leo, do you remember what ln means? Means it's like log, but it's called natural log. I don't know why they put it that way, but it means log with the base of e. You don't really have to know that right now, but so this is like natural log of 36 minus natural log of 3. If we're subtracting the logs, what do we do with these numbers? Divide. 36 divided by 3 is 12, so it's natural log of 12.
We were just saying how it's never Trey and it's never
Leo
Leo
and Trey is always Trey and Leo. I noticed that yesterday. No one
Leo
ever,
and Trey sounds weird.
no one ever says like, oh hey, Leo and Trey. So I was like, okay, Trey and Leo.
Leo and Trey does.
Trying to figure out how you could combine their names. Treo.
I don't like that.
Leo's the sidekick. King is the sidekick.
I don't like that.
Leo, you're a superhero in my heart.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
don't know what your superpower is, but
That's all I meant.
partying and holding
I was trying to do my math homework yesterday, and I was
bombing the
watching
math
video,
class.
and I got to the point where you farted. And Mr. Jordan was like, I'm just standing in it.
It would not go away like I left the rest of the classroom. The rest of the class. 13. My
Start blowing it towards me. It was like, I don't smell it.
That was the wrong thing to say.
Did you lift your leg up?
Okay, that's
No, I
all
was
I
trying
have.
to conceal it.
Leo, you say that every time and you're like, just
I like to go out slow.
You didn't get it. He said I tried to look it up so I'm like, you.
Okay, so on this one, the 3 can go up here as an exponent. So what are we gonna be doing with the m and the n? Dividing. So this is gonna be log of m divided by n cubed. A plus 2 log b plus minus 3 log c.
You said you eat it.
You tried to use chopsticks.
You said I eat it so much. Hey. I eat it so how you right?
Oh, that was my lunch. You roasted it.
Okay.
Log A.
Just thinking about the superhero thing. And then Will. And I thought, in Will's head, you guys are both NPCs.
It's
Not
just
do
Smith.
anything.
Just talk to me.
I was being a jerk. He was just staring at the wall. I turned around and like, hey Will, how you doing? And he just would not mind. He was just staring at the wall. It's like,
See how long you can do that without him paying
I
attention.
did for like 30 seconds. And he did not laugh.
It's like trying to make the British Guard
We
smile.
made
You
Will
can't
laugh
do it.
yesterday.
Will likes us.
Will likes us. Yeah.
I've done nothing to him.
It's like
Trey
you know why
has stuff.
association.
You're friends with Trace.
Yeah,
You're friends
he
with
says
I was just weird.
you're
that's
guilty
all.
by association. Okay, so on this one, the 2's gonna go up here.
So they don't deserve my friendship.
The 3's gonna go up here. So what's happening with the A and the B? Multiply. So, and then what's happening with the C cubed? Dividing. So AB squared is multiplied, and they're divided by C cubed. I have a feeling that the evens might be harder.
Yeah.
It's not really a feeling, it's like a memory.
They are. You should have done the even on this one.
Mm,
Should've just done both.
Just do all of it.
nah. We'll just go to like 22 today. 17. Just try to get it done in class, that way if you have any questions you can ask. Gosh, this is long. B minus N minus P.
Fraction lines. You right now?
Okay, I think I wrote that right. So the 1/3 is like you could distribute it on all 3 of these terms, so it could become a power. But basically, what's 1/3 as a power is the cubed root and radical form. So I think they want us to change it back into radical form. They never said that though, so I guess if you wrote it, if you kept it as a rational exponent, like if you distribute the 1/3, this would be like 2/3, and then that would be the exponent. But instead of doing that, I'm gonna do like m squared, but it's all gonna be like inside the cube root. That's what the 1/3 power is gonna do. Okay, so let's look, forget the 1/3 for a second. What's gonna happen up here? We're gonna have m squared. What do I do with the minus? Divide. So it's log base b of m squared divided by n. Okay, if it's divided by p also, p is just gonna go in the divisor as well. Okay, but all of this is to the 1/3 power, so that means it's in the cube root. For some reason, 19 looks really easy. I'm not gonna write 19 down. What would 19 become?
Log of pi r squared.
Pi r squared, yes. What is pi r squared?
Isn't that like cylinder?
No, it's just the area of a circle. Making it too hard.
Not gonna say it.
Don't say it, Sam.
I won't say it. Come on, say it.
Some word with
No.
all letters, you can't say it. You
Oh,
say it.
Yeah, we didn't say the word, we just said circle.
Sir.
Trey's like trying to tempt you. He's like the
No.
little devil on one
I will
shoulder.
not.
Leo's
You
just.
get so many.
Leo's not even the angel. He's just.
What is That's
Not
a
even the
lie.
angel,
You'd become rich and famous. No, it's not true.
You'd be so popular if you said the joke again. No, I wouldn't. You'd be fun. You'd be so popular.
You should go out in the hall and just scream, gosh.
Okay, so what are we gonna do with the 2 and the 6 on this one? Multiply. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay, what are we doing? So 12 is gonna go on top. What are we doing with this guy? Dividing, what are we dividing by?
3.
9 to the 1/2, which is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. That's not so bad, is it? Surely the evens can't be too bad.
Why did you say that?
For number 12, does it have a square root in its answer?
Yeah, they did put a square root in the answer.
You can make a wig out of all shirts.
It's a simplified square root though. It's a square root that simplifies. Not completely, like, for example, square root of 40 turns into 2 square root of 10. So it's gonna be something like that. That's not it, but it'll be something like that.
I mean, it has square root of 5 and nothing goes with 5.